Hey guys, what is up? I am Lisa Blonay and I am back with another video. Well, another live stream. Thank you guys so much for tapping into Blonay Got Tea, where I bring you the receipts, the tea, and a little bit of POV, you guys. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you smash that like button, share out this live, and if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. You guys, I am back with another live stream to bring a little common sense into 2025. Okay? Let's talk about it. You guys, you know what? Lately, and welcome. Is this what Thursday? Welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday for whatever time it is in the West Coast. Right now it is 8:20 a.m. bright and early. I am up. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Now, lately how on these social media streets, Tia Kemp, I think that's her last name. Yeah, Tia Kemp, baby, Rick Ross's baby mama. I don't mean to add that on there, but she's also known as Auntie Tia. And she has been going back and forth for like there's several videos out there of Tia and Chrisean going back and forth, slanging exchanges of like personal insults against each other, which I don't condone. Okay, that's not what we're here for. That's not the reason why we're here. Okay. We are here to hear the message and the advice that I think that Tia was trying to give to Chrisean. And not even like an auntie niece type of thing. She is really just telling her common sense and common sense practices, if you ask me, and really just spitting the real, okay? Just spitting common sense if you really, really think about it. But she's also giving her wisdom. And wisdom is way more valuable than any advice anybody could give. That's just me. But Krishan doesn't seem to even recognize it, let alone appreciate it, let alone respect it. And it's just like, I think it's effed up. And when I really like step back and take a look at the whole picture, it's like sad to me, you know? Sad that her radar is bent. So much so that she's so smart that she's stupid. You guys get that? I don't know if you guys get that or not. That's something that they used to say, you know? And I think this is what allows her not to be able to read the room. And I think that's why a lot of us are frustrated because we're like, girl, it's just right there in your face. But it's clear that at least what we see is reading the room, right? She may see it as something else, but it's just like she's not reading the room. And then, so one of the videos, Kristan says that she's trying to be funny through ageism. Not only the physical insults that often go between women, even specifically Black women, okay, but just women in general, because women are known to be catty. Don't ask me to explain, because I don't freaking know, okay. But trying to be funny through ageism and making Tia Kemp, who is 48 years old, okay, and looking good, mind you, just let me put that out there, for any age. I mean, you might say, yeah, she looked good for 48, damn near 50, no, she looks good for any age. All right, let's just get that out there, okay. And if she does have signs of aging, kudos. That makes it all the more better because you're supposed to. You can't be 21 forever. And you guys will soon learn that. Okay. And also, just to throw this in there before we get started, like also as you get older, when you do substances and stuff, and I'm just throwing this out here, it starts to show in your face. It starts to take a toll on your body. Okay. Because naturally, once you turn 25, things start to descend, even though you are extremely still young, y'all. Soon as that collagen starts, you know what I'm saying? And this starts to You know, that's when it starts to show on your face. Alcohol, when you drinking alcohol and you can stay up till God knows when and party and sleep on 4 hours and do 20 hours and you used to be able to do that, it's gonna start showing on you. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Eventually it's gonna start showing up in your face. It's going to start ravaging your body because, like I said, and it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. I want to show you guys this video because it's like it's like this, you guys. We can sit up here and debate. You know what? First, let me show you the video I'm talking about. So then y'all will be all caught up. Okay. Because sometimes I tend to talk and I need to be showing. So let me get you guys in on what I'm talking about because y'all ain't gonna know till I show y'all. Y'all ain't gonna know till I show y'all. All right, so let me bring this up. And there's several videos, y'all. So nothing is queued up. We're just gonna go through this. It's not gonna be a long live, but we're just gonna go through the video. So I may push on the wrong video, but just listen to the essence of what she's saying, because all these damn videos, she really spitting, you know what I'm saying, the real. Now you may not like the messenger, okay? But sometimes you got to separate the messenger from the message. All right. Shout out to Tia Kemp. I'm cool with you, girl. Shout out to you. I see what you're cooking. I'm picking up what you're putting down, girl. Okay. I can read between the lines and, you know what I'm saying, put aside the frivolous stuff that's going on and really get to what you really trying to say. So shout out to Tia Kemp. Hold on. All right, let me show you guys. Where is it? All right, so now there were several videos, like I said, but the latest one is where Chrisean allegedly, I believe she did, but Chrisean calls Tia 1 o'clock in the morning, playing little kitty ass games, like they both on the cheerleading squad. Girl, we are past this. This is petty. And it gets into this whole thing. All right. Now she mad. Now this ain't too much advice, okay? Because they really get into like the threatening each other and you would stop to think that, girl, you just got out of some trouble, right? But this is the type of stuff that people invite on themselves, all right? And maybe Tia took it too far, but who are we to tell somebody how to express themselves? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is how the social media streets go. So be careful before you stick your toe out there and be playing with these folks out here. All right, let me play the video for y'all. I'm just gonna do it randomly, y'all. It's one of these videos. They all within a day ago, 22 hours ago. Hold on. So they recent.
Stop playing on my phone, bitch. Bitch, you know me, you got my number, ho, but we gonna talk about Ronnie, ho, your real baby daddy. Ho, did you have him off? That's all I needed was a threat, bitch. I ain't Calissa, ho. I flatline your bitch ass, pussy ass, ho. Bitch, I got sure your motherfucking age, ho. If you ever in life think you can raise your hand up at me, bitch, I'ma lay your ass out, ho. Your mama, you better have some insurance on you, bitch, because I got insurance older than you, ho. Ho, you gonna respect me. I ain't Calissa, bitch. Now call my motherfucking phone again and wake me up, ho. I fly where the fuck you at, puss ass young ho. Musty bitch. Go take care of your motherfucking baby, ho. You do know me, ho. You on my line, ho. You woke me up out my sleep, pussy bitch. And ho, I got you recorded so you know. Since you done threatened me, ho, pull up like you say when you come to Miami, you looking for me, ho. Stop playing on my phone, bitch. Bitch, you know me, you got my number, ho, but we gonna talk about Ronnie, ho, your real baby daddy. Ho, did you have him off? That's all I needed was a threat, bitch. I ain't Calissa, ho. I flatline your bitch ass, pussy ass, ho. Bitch, I got
Now, you see how quickly that can go left, right? Now, you see how quickly that can go left, right? Because now threats have been thrown out at each other. And sometimes you don't know who's real and who's calling somebody bluff. And I don't mean to bring no heat to the situation. I'm just calling for what I see. I'm trying to put the pieces of this puzzle together. And I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Because at the end of the day, didn't we just hear of something going on in Vegas where there were two YouTubers that were going back and forth and two of them ended up unalived? Stop playing with me. And with the rumors going on around, Chrisean, who knows? I call it a contradiction queen. But out here on these social media streets, guess what they calling her? The setup queen. And that links back to Ronnie Doe. And this is the reason why Chrisean was on hush mode and eventually end up hanging that phone because Tia went straight for the jugular, girl. This is what we want to know, girl. Was you the setup queen? Did you set everything up? You planning on roping me off like his scene was roped off? That's what you plan on doing, girl? She called her out. Okay? Made her think twice. She also said in one of these recordings that she was thinking about getting CPS involved. You really hung up real quick. She got straight to the jugular. Girl, that's all we need to do is get straight. You know when somebody mean business and really speaking the truth, when they get straight to the jugular. And yes, Tia they going back and forth. She using ageism too. Now she throwing in young ho, young Lee. You know what I'm saying? It's back. It's equal Pasquale on that note. Okay. I'm not gonna lean towards one or the other because it's both effed up. You know what I'm saying? But besides, let's get beyond the name calling, y'all. Let's get beyond the name calling. I'm gonna play another one. Now, this is the most recent of what went down. Okay. Now, Chrisean came out and said that wasn't her on the phone. Girl, stop playing with us. Okay. I'm not even gonna let no veins pop out my neck right now because you lie. Okay. And if the man that is closest to you, the one that is tattooed on your face and 5 other places on your body, okay, if he can't tell you nothing, mm-mm. If he's calling you no, he said you a compulsive liar. He didn't say liar. He said compulsive liar. Okay. I'm inclined to believe him since we're not behind the scenes. We're no fly on the wall, but we can go by your actions. And your actions bring about results. And the results is every time you push record on one of them little devices you got over there. And then you got the nerve and the gall and the balls to push post. But you mad at us. Let's play another video, y'all. Hold on. Because before this, they was going at each other. Now, how it started, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because when if only one person would humble themselves, we wouldn't even be having it. We wouldn't even be going through these series of videos, right? So that's on both ends. But at the end of the day, you can't deny that Tia was telling her some real, okay? Something that I would want my auntie to be telling me. You know what I'm saying? My mama to be telling me, my sister to be telling me. Like I said, it's common sense advice. Hold on, you guys. Let's see another one. I think this might be one.
mind. I don't pay no attention. I know she in the head. But it's making me mad that this baby can't get down and walk. But we don't know what she's doing behind closed doors. We don't. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think she's doing that. I just don't think so. Because she like to document everything. Should have been documented that.
And you nobody aunt. We don't know you. You're a funny lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, and even if you was my aunt, my just call me like you really love me, bro. You don't know what's really going on for real, and what's really going on for real. All you gotta do is, man, encourage the next mother, pray for the next mother, be there for the next mother. Passing judgment, trying to be funny, like I don't got feelings. I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me was like, yeah, show us something. Show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly after, your son just up. It doesn't feel good, does it? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. And you nobody.
Who this? Who this playing on my phone? Who is this? That's that Chrisean playing on my phone. I'm finna cuss this little shot. I don't gay this. The subscriber y'all heard that. This got my number and she texting my phone. The subscriber. No, pick up the phone. Then she talking about buy blocked. No, don't block me now. I got my number from somebody and woke me up. This bitch text me, stop calling me. You call. Talking about I'm weird. Hold up. You call me. Woke me up. What's
Okay, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna play one more video where she's giving a little more advice. Right now, I just played one full of threats, and the other one they was going back and forth. But there is hey Whitney, how are you? There was a video of her giving like advice. She said, I don't like Tia Kemp, but she's speaking the truth. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. You guys, what I want you guys really to do is pay attention to the message. All right. I am here to spread awareness and be Captain Obvious. That's what I'm here for. Call me Captain Obvious. All right, let me play one more video, you guys. Okay, hold on. Because these are they're more or less going back and forth because this is what it's come to. This is what it's escalated to. Okay? We don't know what's next, and we don't want to know what's next. Like I said, sometimes it falls on deaf ears, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys know what I know, you can expect the unexpected. Is it one where she giving advice? Hold on, you guys. Let's see. Maybe it's a little bit older one. Let's see. I'm going to play one more video. You guys definitely get the point, though. Just to give you guys an idea. Is this the one where she was giving her advice? Let's see. Hold on. Because I'm not sure, y'all. Let's see. Sean don't want to play with this lady. That's what I could say.
The fuck? The fuck out of here, man. The fuck? The fuck out of here, man. Little musty ass little fucker. You around all them dog ass, dirty ass chains up your motherfucking neck like a fucking dog or a slave. Go pawn that shit, sell that shit, and go get you some shit to stay in. Sit your ass down somewhere with your motherfucking baby. Keep them off the internet. Nobody won't have shit to fucking say. That's all I'm motherfucking saying. I don't think she wants to threaten me about anything, because then we'll start calling CPS. Yeah. She does not want to play with me, okay? From having a special needs kid and you running the streets, running around unstable with all this bullshit, toxicity going around this child, all this negative energy and smoke, drugs, alcohol. I wouldn't even want to see a liquor or drink or anything. I had a special needs child. I'd never want to see a drink or liquor, any fucking thing. I wouldn't even want to be around no motherfucking body doing that kind of shit. I'm just saying, my focus would be on my child. I tried to show some fucking compassion. I go real fucking low. I don't give a fuck. Then always talking about bopping some motherfucking body. Bitch, please. Oh, but I wish a young Gen Z would raise their hands up at motherfucking me. Bitch, you'll be seeing the nearest prosthetic motherfucker within 6 months. Or bitch, you'll be in a shit bag of in a fucking cold casket. Hold one or the fucking other. Because I come from every which your fucking way, bitch, like the Ghostbusters. I ain't none of them, ho. Bitch better respect their elders. She got one more motherfucking time to talk about who don't look good and this and that. After I see your ass in a prom dress, girl, if you don't sit the fuck down, look like you had on 3 girdles. 3 motherfucking girdles and a bulletproof vest. Bitch back was so big and swole like a fucking antiprobiotic.
Okay, so you guys see how the stuff can escalate, right? Now there are the other videos. I'll pull those up a little bit later that I was trying to make my point on, where she was giving some good advice. That's not the video, y'all. They are basically just going in on each other, trying to bring each other down. I think she's too old. I think Chrisean is too grown um, to be going back and forth like that. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. It's kiki. It's nothing that I'm just finna, not, I'm saying, not cover this with. But at the same time, I just want to bring awareness to the message and how and also how this can escalate. Because when you really look at it, we can debate about the back and forth about this all day. But when I see, because in one of the videos that I did not show you, but one of the videos, Tia tells Chrisean to go play with her mama. Okay. And I'm like, speaking of her mama, why are you not having this conversation with your mother? Why are you going after people who you think are at your mother's age, and you out here ready to fight them in the streets and lose it all? Is it because you're missing something from your mother? Are we looking at mommy issues? You feel me? I don't know. And when I see like some videos of how Chrisean interacts with her mother, and the fact that her mother herself is 60 years old. Now I'm going to show you a video that I have as receipts, because when I try to look it up, just Google it, there is no specific fact that she's 60. Okay. But I came across this video and I want to show you guys right quick. And this is why I think that she's 60 years old. Okay. Because like I said, there's nothing specifically saying her birthday is da 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 da. Like when you Google it, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to show you this, guys. Hold on. Let me show you this video. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm going to show you guys this video right quick. And this is why I think that her mom is 60 years old. And why are you online having a conversation and going back and forth with older women? And what I mean is the woman that she's going back and forth with is giving her the advice and the wisdom that she should be getting from her mother or some type of motherly figure, you know, maybe an older sister in her family, an auntie, you know, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not saying that her sisters aren't in her corner, although we've seen them go at each other's necks. We've seen them go back and forth. A lot of them are at odds right now. Just they be a total show, total mess. But at the end of the day, you guys know that video that I always play. That scene where Chrisean is looking for a second bottle of alcohol. I don't know what sister that is or who that is. I'm just assuming it was one of her sisters. And they insisted that she not drink. Even when she said, oh, it's okay. I can just go get a ocean tomorrow. It's all right. I can get rid of this tomorrow. Like she was taking out the trash. Those are not my words. Those are your beloved single mom words. Okay. Who has been labeled a bad mom by more than just Tia Kemp. At this point, that's the label that she's walking around with. And it's simply because of what? I don't know. You guys let me know. Okay. But like I said, I look at some of the videos. Oh, hold on. I'm supposed to be showing you guys a video. And I'm like, you need to be, like I say, when I see the video, and I started looking at one in this, one of the videos, and I'm like, this is the conversation that you need to be having with your mama. You talk about every other female you want to fight in the world. You go in on females. And that's another thing I have. You don't go in on men like you go in on females. And you guys know that's a thing. But are we taking the thing too far? Because, girl, I know there's a couple of men that you need to be shoulder tapping. You need to be tapping them on the shoulder and giving them an earful, girl, because they are dragging you for self. And there's no love, there's no wisdom behind these men that are speaking on you. Okay, there's no, Charleston White is there's no love behind what he's saying, and it sounds brutal, almost not funny at all. Maybe not even something I want to play, but I want to get this point through to you. Academics has no love for you, girl. He don't even like women. Okay, it'll take me all day for me to tell you about him, girl. All right, and he is dunking you in a cesspool, and you have no words. That you're going back and forth, calling somebody 1 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't me. Are you dumb? Damn. I don't know if you guys feel me or not. I just don't know. But go ahead and take a look at this video. This is what makes me think that, hold on, she is 60. Hold on. Because like I said, it wouldn't come up in word-wise, like Wikipedia. It would not come up that way. But this is what I did find, you guys. Let me go ahead and scroll down. Let me show more images. Wait a minute, you guys, because I had it already. Hold on. Let me just look for it. Okay, hold on. All right, you guys, go ahead and take a look at this video. This one made me think she's 60 because right here it say, Chrisean mommy turned 60 years. Blessed birthday. Okay. I don't know how plain on the face it could be, but you guys take a look at this video. Doesn't look like Chrisean is here either. And this was posted on, I think, last year. This was posted last year, y'all, sometime. Maybe when I go to the video, it'll show me the date. All right. I think this was last year. Hold on. It seems you are looking for, Chrisean Rock's. This is what it says for the AI. It says, it seems you are looking for Chrisean Rock's mom's birthday. Based on the search results, there is a TikTok that mentions Chrisean mom's 60th birthday. However, this TikTok also references a child's first birthday on September 3rd. I think, wasn't Chrisean Jr. born on September 3rd? It is unclear from this results what the mother's exact birthday is. To find the most accurate information, you would need to conduct further research. So that's what it says, y'all. But what we're about to watch, I think, confirms that her mom is 60 years old. Regardless of the age, this is the conversation. If she wants to go back and forth, maybe she should choose her mother. Maybe she should choose her mama. Oh, God, it's not sharing it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see, guys. I'm trying to have it come up. All right. I don't see Chrisean, as I said. I'm about to mute myself, but you guys take a look. Is it going to play? Oh, yeah, hold on, guys. Let me know that you guys can hear this too. I'm not going to play the music, y'all. But you guys see. It say the mama's 60th birthday. Okay? And you up here calling somebody 48-year-old mother 60. And speaking of 60-year-olds, your mother is 60. Why are we not having a conversation? Why are you not having a conversation with your mother? Right? Hold on. Let me bring up the video, guys. Let me scoot over so you guys can see it. So, yeah, but I have the sound down. But you guys can see right here, this is the mother's 60th birthday. I think it was last year, you guys. Let me go ahead and see. It's too much music. There's nobody talking. So I do have the sound down. This was posted 12/24/24. So this was Christmas Eve. And there is no sign of Chrisean. I'm not saying she wasn't there. I'm not saying she didn't call her mom or whatever. I'm just saying she's not in this video that I saw. And it says right there, Chrisean's mommy turned 60 years old. Girl, this is the 60-year-old that you need to be talking to. Why are we going in on somebody that could be your mama, but is 12 years younger than your mama? Why you put that on that woman? You feel me? And I know with females, it's a thing. It is. But this is her mom. And it looks like she's 60. So if we are going to bring up any woman that is 60 years old, shouldn't you be having the conversations with your mother? And y'all think I'm trying to clown. I'm not trying to clown. I'm not trying to clown. But she always wants to call out another female. When she's in other rooms with females who I don't know if she thinks they have more power or more influence or as much influence as she seems to brush them off. She's very cold. very uninviting, very rude, very not demure. And she always want to call somebody out and fight them like the world is one big episode of baddies. But it's like she only goes in on the females. And now you're making headlines going in on an older female using ageism as a weapon, using physical insults, although they were traded back and forth. I'm not standing on nobody. I can straddle the fence on everything but God. Okay? I'm standing on the fence like an alley cat. I don't got to be on nobody's side. But the truth, there's their side, there's your side, and then somewhere in the middle, right there where you straddle the fence at, is the fucking truth. Maybe not so much, but it's as I see it. And I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. But to use physical insects like it's a badge of honor, thinking you getting somewhere, and you look like a buffoon. You look like a clown. And I know you're better than that. You know, I'm thinking in all this time, I'm thinking like, where is your mama? And so I went to go look and found out that her mama is 60 years old. Now, like I said, y'all probably think I'm clowning. Why are you not having this conversation with your mama? Because your mom is the one that should be giving you this advice, the advice and the wisdom that you're getting from Tia Kemp, you ungrateful mama. You're ungrateful. And you don't even know it. That's the sad part. But hey, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, guys. And I know that her mother has battled with substance abuse. I know that. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have stopped sharing that. Hold on, you guys. I know that her mother has battled with substance abuse. Okay? Let me see if I can find this video. But girl, you got bigger fish to fry. Okay? This is what I want to let you got bigger fish to fry. Oh, wait, hold on. I think it's over here. You got bigger fish to fry. And I want to show you what I mean. Than to be out here arguing with somebody else's mama and getting the advice and the attention and the wisdom from something that you should be getting from your own mama or somebody older in your family, an auntie, a sister. You're the youngest. So everybody is younger than you. I mean, older than you, but Petey, the fuck? The second is 7 years older than you. And you guys seem to be close at one time. I don't know if it was forced. I don't know if you know, just grew. I mean, you were a teenager. Okay. So people do grow apart. They grow up. Certain things come out. You begin, some things that you thought were true when you were little, as you get older, you figure it out. I get it. But you and Taseki are at each other's necks. You guys, it's last time we checked. Okay. Last time we checked. Last time I checked. Y'all wasn't getting along. She was on Jason Lee hinting about you having something to do with Ronnie Doe or unaliving. Seems like she still don't like you. And I understand that. You know, I'm not really here to go too deep into that. But what I'm saying is look at the dynamics of the relationships. Where you can't even go to your older, everybody is older in your family. Where's China? Ain't China and Tia the same age? Shouldn't you be calling out your sister? She be dragging you too, girl. Just FYI. I ain't heard about it lately because I ain't been over there. I honestly, past 6 months, I don't know what she doing. but she used to. Okay? She used to get on one. She used to get off work and get online and drag you. Okay? Now, I'm not saying she ain't never spoke out. What I'm saying is the relentlessness, the calling out, the feeling justified in calling somebody at 1 o'clock in the damn morning. Somebody who ain't even old enough to be your mama, because she only 48 and your mama is 60. The fuck? Will you leave people mama alone? We don't want to see you going back and forth with somebody else's mama. We want to see you going back and forth and having dialogue with your own mama. Okay? That's what we want to see. Hold on. Did I bring this video up for y'all or no? Oh, maybe I didn't send it over there. All right, so I'm gonna have to bring up that other video, but like I said, I do understand the fact, you know, and it does seem like her mother is, you know, had problems with substance abuse. And I know that her mother has battled with substance abuse most of the mom's life, and damn sure all of Chrisean's life, it looks like, because it seems like she's still battling substance abuse. But that don't mean she ain't smart. That don't mean she don't have wisdom. And that don't mean that what she says and speaks is not valid now. You know? And I understand, like, once you try so many times with somebody to help somebody and they don't want to help themselves, you have to love them from a distance. Okay? But like I said, I came across this video and I was looking at the dynamic between Chrisean and her mother. I want you guys to take a look at this video and then we'll talk about it, okay? Hold on. Now, also in this video, let me pull it up for y'all so y'all can see at least what I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. Let me pull it up. You guys take a look at this video. This is Chrisean and her mom speaking. You guys will pick it up soon as you'll catch on. Y'all just take a look at this video.
At 12.
Ma, he don't want to have a kid. I damn near don't want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
Do you hear what I'm saying, Sean?
Huh?
When I had y'all, it didn't stop me from working. It ain't stopped nothing. Now y'all grown and out the way.
Yeah, but Ma, you stayed.
I ain't stayed with your father. After I got taught him, I dropped him. And guess what? The 11 didn't stop nothing. Because y'all growed up and go your way.
Yeah, but I don't like who I became, Ma. I should just.
What do you mean you don't like who you became? Please don't do that, Sean.
I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know, man. I can ask this nigga if he want a kid. He gonna say no. I don't want to have a baby.
It's not him to say. He should have zipping up then. God gives life, my child. It's not for today. It's for the future. I got 8 girls and 4 sons. I don't regret for having none of y'all. You turned out to be good. The rest of them turned out to be good. Of course you're going to have some hard-headed sons. But they can even turn out to be good. Your brother just got 2 stores. His dream came to pass. It's going to be over with. And when you need a break, that's what godmothers are for.
But Ma, where Sean come from is because you know we couple oriented.
You know what, Sean?
From you, Ma.
You know what God told me?
To be a one cool.
The baby is going to change you for the best.
That's cool, but if the nigga don't want to have a baby, why the fuck am I having him?
It doesn't matter. He's not God. If you making him God, the father. If you making him God,
nobody making him God.
I feel sorry for that because that's life. God gives life.
All right, man. And I got rid of lives.
I know. Do you think you gonna get away with it, my child? Do you? You reap everything, the good and the bad.
Right.
The child don't have to be in your life. He can know y'all as mother and father.
What's wrong? What are you talking about, Sean?
I'm just saying, we all had this point when we all broke down and we felt like we wasn't enough.
Let me tell you something, Sean. The heart is already beating.
Ma, I don't want to have a baby no more. I'm getting an abortion tomorrow.
Why? I don't believe in that. Children are for the future. It's not for today.
I get it, but I'm just saying.
Well, give it to me.
Hell no.
I don't believe in that, Sean. I had 12.
Ma, he don't want to have a kid. I damn near don't want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
Now you guys just saw that clip, right? And like I said, I came across this video and her mama was really speaking some real. And what do I mean by that? This is something that I would want to hear from my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Or how my grandmother would speak to me. Or as my mama would speak to me. And I'm not going to lie, just because someone gives up on themselves doesn't mean that you have to disrespect that person or what they say is not valid. That's a tit for tat mentality. That gets you nowhere but hood credit and hood stars. And that don't count in the real world. You feel me? In all this, crip in and schoolyard and no. That don't really count in the real world. I'm just letting y'all know. It don't count, y'all. Because look where Blueface is right now. And there ain't a schoolyard in sight that can get him out of the situation that he in. And I hope that he comes out with a more mature mindset and gets out of that hood mentality. Now, I'm not saying leave your hood, because the hood is like family. I understand. And there are some good people that are in gang. And even though there's bad people, there's good people too. And even in that, there are good people linked to the people that are in gangs. Don't forget about those people. But don't be coming at us like you some straight up G. Don't be coming at somebody auntie. She is an auntie. She my homegirl, okay? Because we both could be aunties, baby. She is somebody auntie. You may not like her or love her, but she had to have some type of rawness, something that makes us turn the other way in order to make an auntie podcast on Zeus now, okay? We know the job is dangerous when we took it, but I chose to highlight the wisdom and the advice that she's spitting, just plain old ordinary motherfucking common sense, girl. And I think that not only we're looking at mommy issues, and mommy issues can happen with males or females, but most of the time it happens between girls and their mother. And there are a lot of things that can come from that. Okay. And when you think about it, mommy issues just highlight how your early experiences as a child with the mother figure, it may not be your mother, it may be just a mother figure, your mother, your grandmother, can have a lasting impact on a woman's emotional well-being and relationships throughout life, like how to form relationships, which sometimes is difficult, right? We're seeing this in the scenarios that Chrisean puts out there. Nobody's holding a GUN to her head. Okay. Her emotional well-being sometimes seems a little OFF, the way she expresses herself, right? The way she has to hold back meltdowns. And she's expressed to us in the past, just the recent past, how she has panic attacks, and other things that I don't want to mention on here. You guys understand what I'm like. anger, resentment, not feeling low. I don't want to say that word, but you guys know, feeling low. And the social expectations of a woman can also fuel the fire, right? We always want to be pretty, we always want to be put together, and that sometimes makes women want to conform to the traditional gender roles. And one of those is being a nurturing mother. But when I look at this video, I see that at this moment in her mindset, she didn't even want the baby. She was ready to go end it all. Tell me I'm lying. Her mama had to talk her into it. Now, what ultimately made her not go through with it? Because technically in California, I'm not too sure. We're not going to get too deep into that, but it may have still been possible. I don't know about Baltimore, but something ultimately made her go ahead and keep it. I don't know if it was the back and forth with Blueface, but that is another point that I want to make, is that Chrisean is weak for giving a man all of her power. That's why I say she's so smart, she dumb. She also mentions in this video, I don't like who I became. That's self-esteem issues, you guys. You guys got to sometimes read between the lines and know that the devil is in the details. It's not really in the meat of what people say, but sometimes you got to look at the crust. You got to look at the appetizer that they give you. Right? And if you listen to this video, I'm about to play it again. She don't want the baby because Blueface don't want the baby. Like she's about to trade in a purse. Like she's about to go make an even exchange at the Chanel store. Girl, we're talking about a whole baby. Right? She's like, Blueface don't want it. I don't want it now. I'll change my mind. That's why I tell you, women should not try to play the role and go tit for tat with men, because you the one got to have a baby. Remember, they can't have a baby. Remember, you can't be out here on these streets playing like men, like going tit for tat back and forth. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. And this is what the dynamic was. Well, he don't want the baby now. I changed my mind. I don't want the baby, girl. Not that easy. And that's what she says in this video. She was like, I don't want the baby because Blueface. Well, if he don't want the baby, no, you're giving this man all of your power. And when women have babies for the wrong reason, what could happen? What could we see? Because they're labeling her a bad mom out here. Not everybody, but a sector of society. And they're getting louder. Okay? You just heard on that call, Tia, on that video, she was like, girl, keep messing with me. We got CPS with it, girl. We've been recording. You got a whole track record, girl. It's not going to take much for us to put a compilation together and dial 1-800. Real talk. I think you barking up the wrong. First of all, I think you barking up the wrong tree, Chrisean. Okay, you barking up the wrong tree. You know how they say, you know that old saying where they say, "Girl, you're gonna run into the wrong person." Girl, you gonna run into the wrong person. Usually, you say somebody with a smart mouth. You usually used to say that growing up. The person with the smart mouth, people used to always tell them. People used to always tell them, "Girl, you're gonna run up on the wrong person one day." Okay? We don't want to have one of those moments. But like I said, reeling it back in when women have babies for the wrong reasons. Listen to what Chrisean is going to say. She says, why the F am I having it? It. Girl. We look at the mindset in the mentality that she was in deciding whether she wanted to have a baby or not. And that's scary. That is scary. Is that the culmination of what we're seeing now? Because if you guys haven't been out in these social media streets, they're accusing her of neglect. They're accusing her of ignoring the fact that her child may need additional help, like therapy, right? A little bit more attention, a little bit more patience, maybe an evaluation or two, maybe throw in some. They're saying that she totes him around. They're saying that's what they're saying. They're saying he totes him around. He's been spotted in the studio, back in the darkness of a room where you can barely see his shadow. If not for the shadow of the stroller, we wouldn't have even known. And whoever that was messy, and panned over so that we could see it. And that same messy person that ran into her green room, her dressing room, and we saw that pretty young woman leaning over the stroller saying, "Hey, Chrisean, psst, 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 your baby is here." And you know what Chrisean said? "I think." I got to get mic'd up. What? It seems as if she was telling you the baby was there like you didn't even know. And word is which I don't believe, but they said that the baby was there at the prom university. Now that I don't believe. I don't believe that. But that's what's out there on the streets. And that's what leads me to think, does this have something that is this the result of what we're seeing? Because at the end of the day, if Blueface don't want the baby, guess what? Chrisean wants to throw in the towel. Or so she said. Let's hear the video again. Because these are her words, not mine. Watch. Watch what I'm about to show y'all. Y'all listen real good. Because you probably didn't catch it the first time, but you're going to catch it this time. You're going to catch it this time. Let me mute myself.
Than that, Sean. I had 12.
Ma, he don't want to have a kid. I damn near don't want to have a kid.
You don't want to have a kid. I damn near don't want to have a kid. Damn near. We almost there. She damn near don't want to have no kid. Just speaking of it nonchalant, like she talking about a bedspread. I'm gonna take this bedspread back to Ross. We talking about a whole baby.
Why the fuck am I having it?
Do you hear what I'm saying, Sean?
Huh?
When I had y'all, it didn't stop me from working. It ain't stop nothing. Now y'all grown and out the way.
Yeah, but Ma, you stayed.
I ain't stay with your father. After I got told him, I dropped him. And guess what? The 11 didn't stop nothing. Because y'all growed up and go your way.
Yeah, but I don't like who I became, Ma. I should have
What do you mean you don't?
I don't want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
Do you hear what I'm saying, Sean?
Huh?
When I had y'all, it didn't stop me from working. It ain't stopped nothing. Now y'all grown and out the way.
Yeah, but Ma, you stayed.
I ain't stay with your father. After I got told him, I dropped him. And guess what? The 11 didn't stop nothing. Because y'all growed up and go your way.
Yeah, but I don't like who I became, Ma. I should have
What do you mean you don't like who you became? Please don't do that, Sean.
I'm just saying, yo, I don't know, man. Ma, I can ask this nigga if he want a kid, he gonna say no. I don't want to have a baby.
It's not him to say. He should have zipping up then. God gives life, my child. It's not for today. It's for the future. I got 8 girls and 4 sons. I don't regret for having none of y'all.
So you heard what Chrisean said. And it's clear as day that She agreed to have a baby solely because she thought Blueface wanted a baby. Right? That's exactly what happened. It's clear in this video that she did not want that baby because Blueface didn't want that baby. And the problem that I'm trying to point out is she gave a man all of her power. She also goes on to say, I don't like who I became. But right before she said that, she referenced that her mom stayed in the abusive and toxic relationship with the father. And I think that has something to do with the actions of Chrisean now. And this is what makes me think of mommy issues, you guys, which a lot of us, or we know someone who has been through this. This is not rocket science, you guys. It happens every day. We're just talking about it. It takes the professionals to really identify it. We are just talking about it. But some of the common signs are trust issues, right? Where you have difficulty trusting others, specifically romantically, in romantic relationships, where you are seeking out a partner. This is what mommy issues can affect when you get older. You can also have anxiety when it comes to relationships, where you worry excessively, jealousy, right? We see her going back and forth with females. She got all day to do that. Girl, Blueface supplies you with so many things to go back and forth and be jealous of. There's always a constant rivalry between the baby mamas, which is Jaden. There always there's always that competition, that one-upness on the rest of the hoes that you'll never quite get. And the also constant need for attention. I feel like Chrisean is constantly in need of attention in relationships, whether it's her friendships or romantically. She's clingy and, you know, but after a while, that clinginess and that, hi daddy, and it gets old, y'all. You know, it really does. And you just kind of gotta suck it up, you know. People also have like where they seek validation. That's another thing that I see, a constant need for external validation. The likes, the views, the attention, the virality, people talking. And sometimes others need that. People need that to feel good about themselves. I don't know. Sometimes it can cause, struggling for like deep emotional connections, or where you feel uncomfortable. You have boundary issues where you don't know how to set healthy boundaries. And this is how people get taken advantage of and feel overwhelmed. And I think this is why she says, well, that's my restaurant. That's my store, because you're being taken advantage of, girl, and it's overwhelming to you. Okay, you taking care of me and you and the cousin and dog named Boo and Blueface. You're taking care of the restaurant. You're taking care of your bills. You're taking care of the house. You're pawning shit. You're picking up shit. You're getting shit out. You supposed to be picking up a new Lambo. We supposed to be been done seeing your house, girl. You feel me? It's overwhelming. And I think this is why you throw that out there. Because somehow, some way, you are finding there's purse strings not only tied, and you guys revealed in that call that you and Blueface are still in some type of two contracts. I'm not too sure, but you guys are still tied and bound purse string wise. And I don't know why she feels the need that if y'all break up, you're still responsible. Like, girl, if you don't not go get that man's chain, Up here talking about, I'm not gonna be with him. I ain't with him. Oh, you know, but you part of your kick stream journey is to go get his jury out the pawn shop. Fuck them damn jury. Fuck that jury. Fuck that nigga. If you gonna say fuck them, say fuck them. Okay, we want you to do it the right way. Don't be stringing us along. We're not going for another year unless it's structured into a reality show. We ain't going for seeing y'all on Hollywood Boulevard. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Okay, we're not going for another unless it's Crazy in Love 4 or 3, and we looking at episodes and we can choose to watch it or not and catch the clips on TikTok. We not going down that road again, girl. Okay? We don't want you on Kickstream and getting your ass whooped. We're not doing that in 2025 going into 2026. I'm gonna slap everybody's phone out their hand that I see entertaining that bullshit. Okay, so you need to go to plan B. I'm telling you, I'm speaking for the social media sector over here of common sense and decency, bitch, and truth. We not over here. We ain't going for that bullshit. So you need to just go and regroup from woo woo. All right. Another thing that comes from mommy issues is people pleasing. Right? And these are the things I see in Chrisean. I have a lot of these things too. I mean, some of these things, not really a lot. But like I said, I don't want to compare this to my life because my life was nothing like that. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's not important. I definitely have empathy. So as long as I'm able to put myself in somebody else's shoes, I don't have to have went through it. That just makes it a stronger, you know what I'm saying? That just makes it stronger, right? You're feeling stronger. But when you go out of the way to please others, often at your own expense, which we are seeing, girl, girl, I wish you would go pawn some jewelry out some damn pawn shop. I wish you would. And don't come on here bragging, talking about you paid a salary, a motherfucking mortgage, a monthly payment. Don't you give us an update on none of that bullshit. Okay? But along with all of these issues and things that go along, it brings about low self-esteem. That's a negative self-perception and a feeling of worthlessness. And this is what I think I'm looking at when she says, I don't like who I became. And it's just little hints, you guys. I'm not saying she's, going off the deep end, but it just makes you think, right? It just makes you think. And then a lot of times she will be off-putting with other females. Okay, I saw it at the Kick event. I saw it at Streamers University. It's almost as if she's uncomfortable unless she chooses to kick it with you and she can dominate you and talk to you any old kind of way. I think it's uncomfortable for her. With someone who can stand shoulder to shoulder, just as beautiful, just as talented, just as successful, And I think that's just the inability to maintain female friendships. It's a difficulty when you want to even start to form a close female relationship with somebody. And then I also feel with the dynamic of how she was explaining to her mom, but you stayed. She didn't even finish the sentence before her mom cut her off. And then if you see Taseki kind of co-signed her mom, like, yep, she did leave. Yeah, after 9 kids. Like, Chrisean was next to the last. And she met him when she was 7. Like, what? I don't know. But that brings about resentment towards men, feeling, resentment towards them. And this is like due to, like I said, the negative experiences with either their mother or the male figure that was in their life. And we all know what she said about it. I don't even got to bring it up, what she said about what her daddy used to do. Okay, very mean, very evil, very, very abusive. And all that can just become too much. all of that can just become too much, you guys. And that's just what I'm saying. It's just what I'm observing, you know? Hold on, y'all.
You turned out to be good. The rest of them turned out to be good. Of course, you're going to have some hard-headed sons, but they can even turn out to be good. Your brother just got 2 stores. His dream came to pass. It's going to be over with. And when you get a break, that's what godmothers are for.
But Ma, where Sean come from is because you know we couple oriented.
You know what, Sean?
From you, Ma.
You know what God told me?
To be on one cool.
The baby is going to change you for the best.
That's cool, but if the nigga don't want to have a baby, why the fuck am I having him? Trying to get
It doesn't matter. He's not God. If you making him God, the father. If you making him God,
nobody making him
I feel
God.
sorry for that because that's life.
All
God
right.
gives life.
All right, man. And I got rid of lives.
I know. Do you think you're going to get away with it, my child? Do you? You reap everything, the good and the bad. Right. The child don't have to be in your life. He can know y'all.
And this is what happens when somebody tries to talk to her. You know, where's somebody in her life that wants to tell her, won't tell her right there. You see what she does when somebody close to her really tells her the real and tries to get her on the right path. This is her response. So you know she ain't listening to no damn stranger. But in this still picture, you can see the hurt and the pain. She's almost screaming for help. She's almost reaching out and screaming for help. And that's the sad part, because nobody wants anybody to be hurting like this, y'all. On the other side of the glitz and the glam and the lives and the thing that she does is real life. And when you struggle in real life, it comes across in your persona, your online persona, because we are human. And there's just certain things that we can pick up on. We don't have to be a fly on the wall. You know? There's a lot of pain behind these eyes, a lot of pain in her voice, a lot of anger. And that all has to go somewhere. And this is why we seeing her going at somebody 48-year-old mom while your mama sitting up here 60 years old. And we ain't heard you speak of her hide no hair. You ain't had a conversation. We ain't seen no FaceTime. You ain't even mentioned your mama in a month of Sunday. But you got the nerve to be going after somebody 48-year-old mama. And she done already said, I got sons and daughters, girl. You don't think that somebody, if she got kids, you think they gonna let you go after their mama? Girl, you want to get through her kids first. So do you really want that smoke? But then what am I supposed to say? Oh, well, you got 8 sisters and you're about to bring your 8th. No, I want all the ghetto-ness to stop. I don't want it to escalate. I don't want you to go get her sisters. I don't want her to go get her sons and daughters. No, I want the ghetto-ness to stop here. Right? But that's just what I see, y'all. And she did not want to have this baby. And sometimes this is the residuals of what we are seeing. The dynamic that she has just in this specific video with her mother, we can see how she resolves issues. We can see how she takes criticism. We can see how acceptable she is to wisdom and common freaking sense, which her mama just told her. She can't even conceive that and be like, you know what, Mom, I think you're right. Maybe I should have made da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you know what? This is another pivotal moment where she knew that she fucked up, because she thought that she was going to get rid of this child, and that all the drinking and everything that she knew she did, what we are looking at is a face of guilt, in my opinion. Guilt. she knows that she wasn't right. She knows the wrong she's done, the wrong she's been. Look at this face right here. Not only do we see deep pain, unresolved trauma, anguish, anxiety. It's a face of regret because she thought she had it all planned out. But God's plan will always outdo your plan. She thought she was going to be able to just make everything disappear because Blueface don't want the baby. I don't want the baby. I'm going tomorrow. But it didn't turn out that way. Now, we can't quite put our finger on it, but we know that it happened because we saw her give birth. She made sure of that. Right? That's all I'm saying, y'all. What's up, Cynthia T? And are we seeing an example of mother like daughter? The apple don't fall too far from the tree? Because it seems like your mother also struggled with substances. I don't know specifically alcohol. I don't know specifically what type of UGDRE, but are you going down that same path? Because we saw you drinking like a sailor, okay? For the first 3 years you was on here. Pass out, blackout drunk. And you be acting like you be on something. Now, can we say for sure? No, but you be acting like it. Okay. The results of your actions got us out here scratching our head, wondering. There's a lot going on. And I feel like all this anger and all this spitefulness and all of this that is being displayed has a deeper issue. Are you following in your mom's footsteps? Because you posed the question to Tia. You proposed the question to Tia that at 25, what was you doing at my age at 25? What was your mama doing? Why you don't ask your mama what she was doing when she was 25? That's a better question. Because Tia told us what she was doing at 25. And she probably was bumping her head and getting up. She probably fell down 9 times and got up 10. But what was your mama doing at 25? Maybe you should ask that question because that's what you need to worry about. Because normally history repeats itself. And then you need to find out about your own personal generational curse because we all have one. We all have one. No matter how saved and sanctified you are. Okay? We all have a generational curse. All of us. That's what you need to be concentrating on. Ask your mama what she was doing at 25, not Tia. You are directing that energy at the wrong person. That's all I'm saying. Hold on, y'all. Did I get this video? Let me get this video. And this is why I say it looks like her mother has had a long battle with substances, maybe all of the mother's life, but it looks like damn show all of Chrisean's life. And I think she's still feeling the blow of that. Although her mother might have meant well, you can't serve UGDREs and your family at the same. You can't be addicted to UGDREs and substances and be where you need to be at, because often the addiction drags you the other way. Okay, it doesn't drag you to, you know what I'm saying, do this and do that. And even if you did take them to school, make them lunch, do this, take them to the doctor. It probably it through substances, right? Just imagine doing those normal everyday things, but you high as hell or drunk as hell. You know, battling an addiction. It's like a sickness. It's like a sickness. Because at first you choose the substances, right? But then there comes a time when you use them long enough that the substances choose your rabbit ass. And they start taking over your life and telling you what to do. Right? And it seems like your mother is still battling with substances. Okay? And I think it was just as of last year that your mom was put out, I think, of her home. I don't know if she was evicted or she had to be put out, but there's a scene where she's in a McDonald's. I'm not too sure where she's at, but it's clear that the mother is still battling some type of substance abuse. Now, can I put my finger on it? No, but I truly know that it's something. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Why it didn't come up? Hold on, you guys. Let me show y'all this video. This is what makes me think that, This is what makes me think that her mother still struggles in some way with substance abuse. Be it alcohol, be it, I don't know. Okay? It's not for me to call. But we're looking at the details, right? We're looking at the details because that's where the devil is, y'all. That's where the devil is. Okay, let me see if it's going to come up for you guys right now. And you guys let me know what you think, okay? What's up, Cynthia T? Thank you so much for coming in. Her purpose is to take care of Junior. Exactly. Excuse my French. They all effed up. Tell me about it. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me go ahead and throw this up there, y'all. Go ahead and take a look at this.
Oh no, they're not saved, dummy.
You record all shit. You know what y'all gotta do every morning? When they used to it, because I planted the seed. Sean was the only child that said hallelujah. I was in the back of the church, she was encouraging. I said, what you say? She said, hallelujah. That's when I was tripping. But I just knew when she went down the town, she ran on the feet. This shit is.
Sean? Get him, Sean? Get him, Sean?
It's our trait. It's our trait. It's our trait. I gotta go, yo.
You're mean though, Sean. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not gonna do that, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all
my girl.
I know, but listen, y'all, listen. Let y'all tired. We came from you.
Oh no, they're not saved, dummy.
We killing you.
You record all shit.
You know we will be vicious. Be vicious, man. You know what y'all gotta do every morning? When they used to it, because I planted the seed. Sean was the only child that said hallelujah. I was in the back of the church, she was encouraging. I said, what you say? She said, hallelujah. That's when I was tripping. But I just knew when she went down the town, she ran on the feet.
This shit is.
Sean?
Get him, Sean. Get him, Sean. Yeah. It's our trait. It's our trait. Yeah.
It's clear her mama still got problems, okay? And it's clear that it's probably why at one time, I don't know the relationship now, but at one given time, Chrisean threw up her hands and was like, I can't help you no more. And I get it. I get it. Sometimes you have to love people from a distance. When you keep trying and trying and trying, you know what I'm saying? And they just don't get it and they don't want to help themselves. Sometimes you got to love them from a distance. I get that. But no one is telling her the truth. The family are enablers. Thank you so much, Key. What is that? KLA. You know, I don't know, you guys, but this is what I'm getting from this. And you remember the other video that I showed you where she was like, "Oh, I can go get rid of this baby tomorrow." Didn't turn out that way, and I think she is feeling immense guilt and shame even now. This is why she won't address the issue, because she cannot self-reflect. There's too much pride. There's too much ego. There is too much and not enough empathy, not enough self-reflection. It seems that she cannot you have to self-reflect to realize that maybe you've done something. Maybe I fucked up. In order to come to that conclusion, you have to self-reflect. You have to question yourself and your actions and then weigh your options. That's what self-reflection is. And I feel that she doesn't have the ability or the capacity to do that. Why? Hey, somebody failed her. I don't know who. I don't know who. And maybe we all can say that, right? Somebody failed us. We are speaking of life, you guys. It's not specific to Chrisean. Now, in this video, it is, because I'm using this to like enlighten and bring awareness to the reasons behind these actions and why we have come to the point where we meet somebody in Miami, somebody meeting us outside in LA. Tell me where you at. And everybody dismissed the message. Everybody just missed the message. All that wisdom and all that advice she put out that Chrisean, I feel, needs to be picking through and putting to good use. And I understand she don't like the messenger. She don't like the way the message came out. But sometimes life is not fair. Okay, you got to take what life gives you. When it gives you lemons, you got to make some lemonade. Okay, with or without the sugar. With or without the sugar. Right? But I think this is a culmination of what we're seeing, you guys. I think the things that maybe she would be pulling from her mother or maybe her sisters or maybe someone who's older in her family. And that's why she can't read the room even for Tia Kemp. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a good example either. Because she just tore you a new asshole. She just ripped you a new asshole. And like I said, I don't believe in the back and forth, the ripping of the physical and, you know, physically attacking people and on their looks and stuff like that. But that's the way, hey, that's just how it is. I'm just letting you guys know there's a bigger picture here. There definitely is a bigger picture. But when I saw the dynamics between Chrisean's mother and her mother was telling her some good advice. You know, maybe the wrong messenger again. But like I said, I can hold my reservations, you know. And it's like, once you decide not to deal with someone or whatever, you know, once you figure somebody out, you don't have to say it out loud. You can show grace. Like in my head, I can be like, oh, I'm not fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? That's demonic over there. I ain't fucking with her, right? But you'd never know it. But I ain't fucking with you like that. But I don't have to get all my panties in a bunch and get all ruffled feathers and yin and yang with you. I don't have to do all that. I can show grace and still not fuck with you. And still fuck with you. Okay? Because I'm unfuckwittable. I can be like, I'm not over there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be mean or hateful about it. Because the only thing that brings those emotions is reality. And we don't know these people at the end of the day. You understand? But the fact that Chrisean only comes after females with this type of energy is really crazy. You know? It's really crazy to me. And speaking of men, like DJ Academics, Charleston White, are just a few. But girls, since you went to that Streamers University and that kick, they tearing you up online. Okay, they tearing you up online. All right, I don't see you going after them. Now, true, true. You gave Aries, which is a male, little fire. You gave him a little, you know what I'm saying? You came after him a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you don't speak out against the men that are talking about you, but you really go in on women, okay? You ain't called nobody to come outside. You ain't called nobody to meet you in the Burger King parking lot, but little old Wendy. Now, I don't even know about little old Wendy no more because she done talk about if I get 100,000 subs, I'll fight you in the ring. Girl, please sit down. Please. Okay? Now you're doing too much, girl. Now you're doing too much. But pick on somebody your own size. Pick on somebody your own size. That's all I'm saying. You ain't going after these YNs on here. Bet you that. Okay? Because you may come out and they have your place surrounded. Fucking around out here in LA. Fucking around out here in LA. And I bet you Baltimore is even worse. We ain't the baddest. I ain't gonna say that because guess what? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't know nothing about it. I don't give a fuck if you blood or cuz. As long as you got love for thugs, okay? This is Tupac all day. What's popping? What's popping, slime? That's how we gonna go with that. But take a look at this, okay? And girl, this is who I want you to go in after, okay? All the YNs that's tearing you up online, okay? And there's no love behind this. Ain't no wisdom behind this one, what I'm about to show you. No love, okay? And they serious as a heart attack.
Tattoo it too. That bitch in there like that. She tattoo it too. Chrisean just crazy.
Prior Blueface, pressure. But after that, nah, she went crazy.
I think she was already crazy. It's just that fame. You heard what Hov said. That shit.
You would date somebody like Chrisean Rock?
Hell no. That girl song.
You would date somebody like Chrisean Rock?
Hell no. That girl song like mentally awful.
Now, prior
that tooth is nasty.
Prior Blueface,
right? She put a tattoo on that shit.
Nah, she.
You tattoo it too. That bitch in there like that. She tattoo it too. Chrisean just crazy.
Prior Blueface, pressure. But after that, nah, she went crazy.
I think she was already crazy. It's just that fame. You heard what Hov said. That shit.
You would date somebody like Chrisean Rock?
Hell no. That girl song.
So you heard that little clip I threw up there, them making saying would you date Chrisean Rock? You saw the back and forth. Okay, this is what your peers is out here, or even your fans. So if they're younger than you, they're your fans. Okay, if they're around your age, they're your peers. This is what your peers and your fans are saying, girl. Not the aunties out here, girl. Redirect your energy. Redirect your energy, girl. Okay. You want to go toe to toe, go to toe to toe with your own peers. Go toe to toe with your fans. That's who up here tearing you up. That's all I got to say. Redirect that energy. As a matter of fact, why you don't redirect it to yourself? Right? And start with a little self-discipline, self-reflection, self-motivation, self-love. That's what I suggest, but that would be a perfect world now, wouldn't it? But like I said, you don't have the same smoke for men, period. Not just Charleston White, not just, you don't go in on men like you go in on women. I know you guys say it's a pattern. That's just how women are. True enough, but that don't make it right. That don't make it right. It should never come to the point where you are calling someone at 1 a.m. in the morning, like we are prank calling. Okay, like we got to be at, like both y'all got to be at cheerleading practice in the morning, and y'all gonna skip third period and go smoke some cigarettes. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And now Tia all up in her feels, talking about, girl, I'm strapped and ready, baby. You don't know the rules. Like, wait a minute. First of all, everybody calm the fuck down. It should never come to this. And I'm telling y'all, we just witnessed an exchange of an ongoing feud with two white tears. And two of those white tears ended up being unalive because they went to the hometown of the person who they were beefing with, trolling with, going back and forth with. And that person ended up being about, you want to talk about it, be about it. Some people talk about it, some people gonna be about it. How do you know the difference? I suggest you don't find out, because guess what? That was an FAFO moment. Even though it was undeserved, FAFO moment, because somebody fucked around and found the fuck out. Some people out on these streets ain't playing with y'all. And they will walk up and put something to your dome. You dum-dums. So y'all can be out here playing with fire if you want to. Because some people will put their freedom on their line and won't give an F. All right? The same morals, integrity, and character that stop you dead in your tracks from going to jail or hell, somebody else will be like, fuck it. I came from nothing. Shootouts in public. Nigga. Buying Benzes is buying buckets. Knock me off of my grind. That's what they wasn't. I'm just saying. And is this why she's on the bad moms list? Because, girl, we have watched your journey and we see specific videos that say, I don't want this baby because Blueface don't want the baby. I don't want the baby. Girl, you deserve a smack for that. Somebody need to smack you right back into reality. That's who you need to fight. Somebody that's going to slap your ass into reality. And you just instantly wake up and just start reading the room. You need to find somebody that's going to slap you back into reality. As soon as you regain consciousness, you automatically read the room. Okay? Automatically going to read the room. So you can see, that's cutting your grass. You can see the snakes. So you can stop taking your rabbit ass back to the enemy. So that's what you're doing. And I just showed y'all. I bet she won't go. Now, this is just a small example, y'all. This is just one video that you'll probably never see. But there are many of them out there is what I'm saying. Girl, let me show y'all and you think what Tia said was bad, and like I said, I'm holding my hands are up in the air right now because Tia can be a bit much. She's not everybody's cup of tea. Belligerent, rude, really goes in a little bit over the top. I get it, but we know what we're dealing with and what to expect. Not even what we're dealing with, what to expect when we talk about Tia. So I'm cool with it. Let me show you a video of what Charleston, like, you think they went in. And there's plenty. I just picked like 2. Okay, so hold on, because I'm going to put this video up there, y'all. I'm going to put this video up there. Hold on. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the, yeah, hold on. Let me show y'all this video with Charleston White. And like I said, this is one of many. We just gonna go over. I'm just trying to give you an idea and paint a picture for you guys. Okay, we ain't got to go down everyone, but this man went in, and it's it's inappropriate, like I said. But I want for you guys to experience it for yourself. And it ain't like we ain't heard it before, and you can't go look up the damn video. Okay, we don't wish nothing on nobody. Okay, especially anybody under the age of 18. Let's just get that straight. But sometimes what needs to be said and heard needs to be said and heard. Let me make sure ain't no commercial. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, let me let this go, y'all. Hold on. Excuse me. All right, you guys take a look at this. She ain't going in on him. I don't give a damn if she has said something. You wasn't going. You ain't going in on like you be going in on these females.
Christian Rock and Blueface have a retard baby. Baby go be a bit. Who want to take these goddamn bit? Say no. I got 5,000. I say somebody tag Blueface. Somebody tag Blueface and Christian Rock. I got $5,000 that they have a retarded baby. If it ain't gonna be retarded, it's gonna be autistic. Or if it ain't be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
Now, I do want to remind you guys, this video is almost 2 years old. This is before Chrisean Jr. was born. Okay, like I said, he goes in, y'all. I'm only gonna play a little bit, but I want you to get the point. Okay, if you need to be chin checking anybody and going after anybody and inviting somebody to come in the ring and fight and do all this, it needs to be this man right here. It needs to be the YNs that I just mentioned to you. Okay, you big Billy badass. You seem like you want to take on the world. So I don't think gender should be a problem, right?
One of them kind of baby. I got a 2,000 side bet that the baby don't make it. I got $2,000 that Christian Rock baby don't make the 9 months. That motherfucker baby don't stand a chance in life. So no, I'm dead motherfucker serious. Who want to bet? I'm taking all bets. Say I'm taking all motherfucking bets. $5,000. That baby come out retarded. That's gonna be a retarded baby. That baby will not be able to play well with other kids normally. That baby will not be able to go outside and ever play by itself without being supervised. I got 5 there now. You can say what the fuck you want to say. Rex, I gotta say, I got 5 that the baby be retarded, that they do not have a healthy baby. I'm willing to make a side bet that the baby don't make the full motherfucking trimesters. I'm willing to bet this baby will not live to see on this side, outside that pussy. That baby ain't finna make it. I wouldn't give a damn what nobody say. Between him and her, yeah, that baby ain't finna make it. You take the bet? Would you bet me that the baby make it or the baby don't make it? Because I got 5,000 that the baby gonna be retarded. I got 2,000 the baby. Well, which one you taking? You taking the $2,000 bet that the baby make it? Or you taking the 5,000 that the baby come out normal? I got 5,000 the baby gonna be retarded.
So you see how he going in, right? This is an old video. This is an old video before Chrisean was even. And now, look, what I'm saying is I didn't scour the internet to find out if she ever responded. My point is she don't have the same energy and the same smoke that she be having with females out here, especially older females, than she do with these older males. This could easily be her uncle or her daddy. Why you ain't got no smoke for this? For him. Okay? DJ Academics is older than you. He's still a young man, but he's older than you. And shout out, no disrespect to anybody. I don't know who's younger than me, who older than me. I'm just calling it out, y'all. Okay? I'm just calling it out. You can put me wherever. I'm going to get in where I fit in. If I could be your best friend, the nosy next door neighbor, your auntie, your grandmother, your mama, I could never be your mama. But when people be calling me out and they are at a particular age, I be telling them to go get their mama. Okay? Let me see how your mama will look in this outfit. But other than that, that don't have nothing to do with it. I'm trying to make a point, y'all. Listen to this video, okay? Listen to this. This is recent. This was just 6 days ago that this was posted. Now, I don't know if he just made this recently. You want to know why? Because there are pictures in here where they're recent pictures, okay? This was recently within the past 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 30 days. That's recent to me, okay? Where DJ Academics said this. Hold on. And it don't even matter. Maybe somebody made this up. It don't matter. Y'all go ahead and take a look at this. Hold on.
Charles Barkley Jr. right here. And yeah, they're doing good. You know what I mean? But I look at her and I'm like, I don't think she understands that, like, yo, in your 20s, you're supposed to still look bad. Anymore? Like, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We need some upstanding black women to give some good representation of black women. Because when we think of black women these days, we think of bitches like this, bro. Bitch got a whole fucking tattoo on the side of her face. Look how she dressed. You see them in the club, they dressing like wrestlers in the bodysuit. You're like, man, could y'all like look womanly, wear a dress, fucking heels? Do these hoes wear sundresses anymore? Like, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think 70% of black women are straight alcoholics now. This outside culture have them turn to alcoholics. And alcohol really ruin women more than men. Ruins both, but women, it does crazy shit. Look at her now. If you look at her before, she was so beautiful. Bro, this is, and she's in her 20s. She's like 25 or something. But nigga, she looks like she's 40. Washed. Shorty got one tooth. What's up with like the baby hair placement here? I be looking at these chicks. They be placing it in a way it look like a helmet on their head. I'm like, what the hell? Like, just take off your NFL helmet, girl. I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. When I heard Offset fucked her, I'm like, yo, Offset must have been really bored. Like, she is washed. However, nigga, when you in a toxic situation with somebody, it don't even matter what they look like, bro. Like, you're going through motions. So, like, I think Blueface still loves her. They obviously have a kid together. This is Charles Barkley Jr. right here. And yeah, they're doing good. You know what I mean? But I look at her and I'm like, I don't think she understands that, like, yo, in your 20s, you're supposed to still look bad. Anymore? Like, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We need some upstanding black women to give some good representation of black women. Because when we think of black women these days, we think of bitches like this, bro. Bitch got a whole fucking tattoo on the side of her face. Look how she dressed. You see them in the club, they're dressing like wrestlers in the bodysuit. You're like, man, could y'all like look womanly, wear a dress, fucking heels? Do these hoes wear sundresses anymore? Like, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think 70% of black women are straight alcoholics now. This outside culture have them turn to alcoholics. And alcohol really ruin women more than men. Ruins both, but women, it does crazy shit. Look at her now. If you look at her before, she was so beautiful. Bro, this is, and she's in her 20s. She's like 25 or something. But nigga, she looks like she's 40. Washed. Shorty got one tooth. What's up with like the baby hair placement here? I be looking at these chicks. They be placing it in a way it look like a helmet on their head. I'm like, what the hell? Like, just take off your NFL helmet, girl. I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. When I heard Offset fucked up, I'm like, yo, Offset must have been really bored. Like, she is washed. However, nigga, when you in a toxic situation with somebody, it don't even matter what they look like, bro. Like, you're going through motions. So like, I think Blueface still loves her. They obviously have a kid together. This is Charles Barkley Jr. right here. And yeah, they're doing good. You know what I mean? But I look at her and I'm like, I don't think she understands that, like, yo, in your 20s, you're supposed to still look bad anymore. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, so you heard. Yeah, so you heard exactly what DJ Academics had to say. Okay, you heard it. You heard exactly what DJ Academics had to say about the whole situation. Okay. You said, I was told keep living. She will get the message one way or the other. I hope so. I really hope so. You said, my biggest question is, what did she think Baby Junior was going to help to do by coming into this world, especially when she has not dealt with her issues that she has? Exactly. We see the reason why, the only reason why she wanted to have it initially in that video that we see is because Blueface wanted to have it. Then now Blueface changed his mind. She wanted to go and change her mind. He said, people think I hate this girl, but she reminds me of my daughter in a lot of ways, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I'm telling you guys, we are looking at everyday issues, y'all. Y'all act like, I mean, she's just the poster child. I hate to say it. But when you put yourself out there and you have such a big following and you go viral and take over the airwaves, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do as consumers of Black entertainment? Okay, girl, we are in the Black algorithm, and you seem to be taking over the Black algorithm. We are in the entertainment / gossip sector. Okay, we are in the know, new media, and you keep on dominating, and then you mad at us. Okay, you mad at us. You said I was hard headed and I had to get auntie advice. Still didn't listen. Kept living and life taught me. Yep. It was a bought. Yep. It was a bought lesson, as they say. Exactly. That's all we're talking about, y'all. She gonna listen now or listen later. She gonna listen now or listen behind bars. She gonna listen now or listen 6 feet under. She gonna listen now or listen in the hospital. That's all we saying. It's not gonna lead nowhere positive. And people that keep on cheering her on and taunting her on and like, bro, it's not gonna end well. I can tell y'all, trust me. I know the hard head always got to see it to believe it, but it's not going to end well. Okay? It's just not going to end well, y'all. And the fact is that, girl, and you know what? She does this a lot where she wants to spark up drama with people, women in specifically, just because she's not going back and forth with Blueface. It seems like she needs that toxic back and forth. So she just fuck with people because she's not going back and forth with Blueface. But I want to let you know because I gotta cut in here. She is going back and forth with Blueface because she's still talking to Blueface. I don't give a damn what y'all saying. He's still calling her back to back to back to back to back because that's what narcissists do. And that's what men in jail do. Okay? Especially when it's already been a pattern of behavior. Let's not act crazy. Let's not act like we're dumb. She is still talking to Blueface. He is still calling her and texting her like a madman. Trust me and believe me. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And no, we don't know what's going on. But I can sure as hell guess. Okay? I can sure as hell guess. And I can guarantee you that she has not cut off ties. She does talk to that man every day. She's answering his calls. But she's just keeping it secret from us. We've been down this road before, y'all. Don't be fooled. I'm telling y'all. Pay attention to the details. Okay? And this is how she likes to beef and troll with others. But threats? We have come down to threats. That's where I kind of draw the line. And she just did jail time. And this is what you want? This is the type of time you on, girl. You wake up gang banging on bacon. Like, this is where we're at. Have you not learned anything? Has the brief freedom being snatched from you not jarred your freaking brain? It seems like you still don't get it. And this is the mama role. This is where the role model comes in, right? This is the role model and the mama y'all are proud of. That's all I want to know. This is what you're proud of, right? Now, have you guys ever heard of you gonna run up on the wrong person? And like I said, we normally say that, or growing up, when I was growing up, we used to say that to people who had smart mouths. Yeah. We should be like, you know what? You're gonna run up on the wrong person. You're gonna run up on the wrong person. And I'd hate that to happen for Chrisean or Tia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's the baddest, but I don't want to find out. That's the problem. I don't want to find out. I want both of you hoes to sit down. Be humble, bitch. Sit down. Be humble, bitch. Sit down. Be humble. I want both y'all hoes to sit down. I don't want to encourage nothing. We have gotten to the point of threats. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we've seen it get real. We've seen it get nasty. We've seen it simmer out. We've seen people troll. We've seen nothing come of it. But then again, we've seen shit pop in these streets. We've seen people bring the smoke. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And it looks like Blueface, I don't know how much credit I'm giving, but it looks like he's trying to do his part. Mind you, he got something going on behind the scenes too. Or what he wants us to think is that he's trying to do his part as far as, Chrisean Jr. is going. And she on something else. She on another, you know what I'm saying? She on something else. Trying to get back and get married and get another tattoo. Girl, he has moved on from that. Can you, first of all, start your laser removal. Okay? And I know that's a scary thought because your face is very, very delicate. Why on God's green earth would you get that on your face, girl? You could have got a big ass back tattoo or even an arm sleeve, but you chose to get this man on your face for what? And this is what I mean by giving one man all of your power. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say when you give a man all of your power. You all tatted up for the next man. I mean, I know it's like roadblocks like a motherfucker for somebody to get into it. Like if you turn too far, they're going to see Blueface face. If you go too far this way towards the coochie, they're going to see it say Jonathan Coochie. If you go too far in the back, they're going to see your tramp stamp that says Jonathan's property. Like the fuck? Right? That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Wait a minute, hold on. Where is this at? I thought I had this video for y'all. Let me see, guys. I was trying to look for this one video, but now I don't see it. Maybe I didn't put it in here. Looks like I didn't. But anyways, yeah, y'all. So you guys get the point of what I'm saying, right? You guys pretty much get the point of what I'm saying, you know? And at the end of the day, all I wanted to do was come on here and bring some awareness, right? Because we all, in one way, shape, or form, either know someone who has mommy issues or has dealt with someone who has mommy issues. I'm no psychologist. I'm not even a doctor. I don't hold a degree in anything. But I'm smarter than motherfucking fifth grade. Okay? And I'm going to continue to drag common sense into 2025. That's all I'm saying. We're going to continue to drag common sense into 2025. All right? So just call me Captain Obvious. All right? Call me Captain Obvious. Because that's who I am. That's who I want to represent. All right? Captain Obvious. And then the fact that you let Blueface dog walk you so many times, okay? And all you got all the smoke for the females. You let these men out here dog walk you. But all you got is smoke for the females and the aunties. Because you quick to call out and threaten females, but you are silencio when it comes to a man. Now, am I suggesting that she go toe to toe with a man? No. No. But y'all some Billy badasses, figure it out. You feel me? You're the Billy badass. Now, that's just not me, the clout chasing and or the chastising or coming for Chrisean. It's not that that's what we want to do, and that's not what I'm about, but it's the fact that she dodges reality. And by that means she dodges the elephant in the room. And people are just going to keep on bringing it up. Okay? And that's what Tia Kemp shut you down, girl. She was like, not only we going to call CPS, what about Ronnie? She was like, what about Ronnie? Girl, she hung that phone up quick. But yeah, y'all, that I just don't see. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get why you have all the and like I said, I come to the conclusion that it might have something to do with mommy issues. Because you're going after people that are 10, 12, 15 years younger than your mama's 60. You up here calling somebody else mama 60, and there's nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is I want to point a light and shed a light on Chrisean's behavior. As far as this taking it so far where now Tia and her have come to threats now. And girl, if you keep talking like that on TikTok, I'll be so scared. I'm not even lying. If y'all are on TikTok like I'm on TikTok, y'all know, okay? I mean, it's cool and all, but sometimes you got to walk on eggshells over there, okay? There's certain things that, and threatening and talking about you're going to meet somebody outside and You know what I'm saying? The boat is ready, and I'm just like, I'll be scared every time that I'm gonna see this live discontinue, girl. Live discontinue. So just watch that, girl, because y'all. And like I said, it's just gone too far. And I think the smoke that you have for these females out here, and the older females, and the aunties, and the younger females, and you want to fight everybody and fight the world, girl. You want to do it with everybody but these YNs and these uncles and daddies out here. Okay, the same smoke you have for the aunties, you need to be having for the uncles, because the uncles is out here tearing you up in a different kind of way. That's all I'm saying. And you have enough older sisters and mamas where the wisdom and advice that Tia is trying to give you, girl, she ain't gave it to you because you don't accept it. And there's a lot of buffers in the way. Okay, she coming for you. She telling you about yourself, calling you a musty monster. You're never going to get the message through the insults, right? I get it. It's basically the messenger. But who went to go F with somebody first? Who went to go F with somebody first? I think your focus should not only be on your child, but your own mama. You got 60-year-olds in your life that you are literally related to. Switch up that energy, right? Let's switch up that energy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it wasn't too long ago where she was trying to get her mom into a rehab place. If you guys remember, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any update on her mother as far as what her mother's doing, anything like that. But that's my take on it, you guys. I'm going to show you one last thing, because she was looking September of last year. She was trying to get her mother in a rehab facility. So we know as recent as September of last year, her mother was still struggling with substance abuse. And if you don't think this has had an effect on her childhood, which is now come full circle and has an effect on her adulthood, for anybody in this situation, you guys would be looking at similar situations, similar outcomes. And this is why I just feel like, Chrisean just needs that extra help, that extra boost. But you keep somebody at everybody's neck and coming at people like you're bigger than the program, and that people are beneath you, and talking to people like they just continue to get this type of backlash. You're going to continue to get the Tia Kemp type of responses. You're going to continue to get the YNs out there talking about you, making fun of you. You know what I'm saying? And really calling out your behavior at the end of the day. People are looking at you different. Post-era Blueface. Because it looks like, I don't even know if they were to get back together, would it even make a difference? Like, would we be able to fall back into that and buy into that? Because at this point, I think we are drained of both positive and negative energy. You know what? At this point, I don't even think that we would be able to pour into negative energy into this. I think we are just tired of it. And I don't want you to fizzle out. I don't want you to fizzle out. Now, I haven't been keeping up on whether she is streaming 24/7. Has she started that yet on Kick? I don't know. I would have to hear about it, because y'all, I'm not going to follow her on every platform. I can't do it. I just can't. But I do find out here and there. When I find out, people send me emails, people tag me in posts, and thank you guys so much for doing that. But yeah, when I see it, I look into it. If I want to, look a little further, if something catches my eye, I want to bring it to the masses so we can talk about it. Okay. Let me go ahead and take this down. Hold on, you guys. I'm just going to share with you this one last article, which shows that her mother is still struggling with the same substance abuse that she has been struggling with all of Rock's life. And Chrisean Rock has several videos out here where she talks about the change that she saw her mom. She used to take her, get her up for school, do her hair, you know, and then she started noticing a change where she barely got up out the bed, and just signs of depression, signs of, different things, abuse, signs of DV, signs of, and I think this took a toll like it would on any of us, you guys. I think this took a toll. I think it did. I think it took a toll. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to move this out the way. Yeah, just let me share this video with you guys right quick. And let me take down Captain Obvious. Yeah, I'm Captain Obvious. Okay, Captain Obvious. All right. Yeah, DJ Academics and Little Boys too. Yeah, yeah. I don't mess with him. I barely messed with him before, but after I actually witnessed all that went through with that little boy, nah. We see your character, bro. We see your character. All right, you guys. Let me show you guys this video right quick. Hold on. Where is it? Think this is it, you guys, where she tries to get her mother some rehab, tries to get her mother into rehab and get her some help for her substance abuse. And I hope that history doesn't repeat itself. I hope that generational curses don't repeat itself. And I hope that the phrase, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, is not true. Are you on the trajectory to follow in your mother's footsteps? To have a substance abuse problem as well? But you up here calling out somebody else's mama. You up here talking about somebody else's auntie and trying to have ageism against somebody else, making them 12 years older than they are, when your mother is actually 12 years older than Tia Kemp. Yet you have nothing, no back and forth. No, we have nothing from you and your mom. And all I'm saying is the same wisdom and the advice that you are getting. You can be getting this from your mom, minus all of the jabs, minus all the personal insults, minus the threats. See, sometimes hoes make the world harder than it have to be. Hoes make the world hard. Some people are their own biggest enemy. You create obstacles in your life and then get mad at everybody in these obstacles when they came from you. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get into this article before I let you guys go. Hold on, you guys. And this is from the Jasmine brand. And it says, Chrisean Rock asked for help finding a rehab facility for her mother, who seemingly is struggling with addiction. All right. Like I said, this is September of last year. So this is as recent as last year. And it seems like her mother is struggling with addiction. Okay. It says Chrisean Ross asked for help in finding a rehab facility for her mother, who seemingly struggles with addiction. Reality star Chrisean Rock is seeking divine intervention on behalf of her mother. The Baddies cast member took to her formerly Twitter account this morning, September 11th, to offer a prayer over her mother's addiction and to ask for rehab recommendations in the DMV area. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get down there. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Let's go ahead and read a little bit further. Along with several images of her and her mother, Charla Malone, Chrisean Rock Malone wrote, "Mommy, you did your best, and I love you. I'm praying for restoration. I love you, amen, amen, amen." So do anyone know any great marriage rehabs in the DMV? Please DM them. Okay. My mother, when she was little. And these are the pictures that Chrisean included. That might be her birthday or something like that. Now, she goes on to continue a sincere prayer over her mother's life, adding, "Heavenly, we come before you today to lift up Mama Charla in prayer. We ask your healing to touch upon her life, that she may be freed from the grip of addiction and restored to wholeness. We ask for your healing touch upon her life, that she may be freed from the grip of addiction and restored to wholeness. Grant her the strength to overcome the challenges she faces and fill her heart with your peace and hope. Okay? So you guys get the message. What I'm trying to say is her mother is still fighting addiction as recent as last year, September, you guys. So I don't know. Do we see Chrisean following in our mother's footsteps? Is it true what they say, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree? May we be witnessing mommy issues? Y'all feel me? So I don't know, you guys. That's pretty much all that I have. And I'm glad that I was able to be Captain Obvious and spread awareness of something that we may be facing, you may be facing, or you know somebody that has faced it and has had mommy issues, which affects us in adulthood, you guys. What happens to us in the childhood, no matter what category you want to put it in, mommy issues, daddy issues, physical abuse, DV, toxic stress. We've all been touched by this in some way, shape, or form. So it's good to create a forum and speak on it. Now, Chrisean Rock being the poster child for this specific video, I felt it appropriate because of the extent of what happened between her and Tia. Should have never went there. It should have never been that serious, y'all. Okay? It should have never been that serious. And the reason why I'm bringing it up, because Tia was serious. Okay? If you want to take it there, she's serious. She is not playing. She is not playing. That's all I'm saying. And what we just saw that happened in Vegas, we don't know who's playing and who's calling bluff. We don't know who's calling bluff or who's going to tell you to take 30 steps and turn around. Okay? Some people want a showdown at sundown. Some people want to challenge you to a duo. The fuck? Walk 10 paces, turn around, baby. And some people are all fluff and bluff. Wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Now, who want an FAFO? Do we want an FAFO? And with the rumors going around that Chrisean Rock is the setup queen, do we really want to take that chance? And by we, I mean they, right? You said the mom is going to have to write out a list of the situations that happened to her that might be painful and start working her way back before she was an addict and what led her to doing the UGG drays. Yeah. And and the social media streets is buzzing with accusations that Chrisean is on something. Girl, we just heard a secretly recorded video of you talking about giving somebody half of something. Girl, we not stupid. We not dumb. The windows lead us to this point. And all we're saying, we asking common sense questions here. We are asking common sense questions. Okay? Clock it. No man want a woman with another man's face on her SMH. Yeah. You playing with little boys, girl. And shout out to them and no disrespect to them, but you playing with little boys. Because if Figgy is waiting around in the wings and in the darkness and in the background waiting on you, he a fool. If K Suave is waiting for you in the limelight, in the background, at the behind the scene, he a fool. He a fool. If you want us to think that they're waiting in the wings, just waiting on your call, you're okay, you're on go, girl, you think we a fool. You a fool. You a fool. Okay? That's all I got to say. You a fool. What's up, Shannon Star? Thank you so much for joining us. You say, I think Ronnie's family is afraid. Yeah. I really do think Ronnie's family is afraid. But y'all, guess what's going to happen? And you want to know why? My theory is why she tote her baby around like a Chanel purse and be setting them to the side and off to the dark, and it got to stumble to the truck through the drinks and the drugs with the baby seat. is because she don't want nobody to swab that baby's mouth. You see, she ain't bragging no more about, I left my baby with, Blueface's grandmother's great grandmother. Girl, that's not a flex, girl. You trying to get in where you fit in and you look sad. Because when you guys link up just to hate on somebody else, or you link up just for the fact that y'all don't like somebody else, it never lasts. And it's not genuine. And it's not authentic. And we can see right through it. That Nene Leakes interview that you did, trash. I didn't believe not one word of it. You were stumbling through it. Nene Leakes had you against the wall with a couple of good questions. Girl, you did not squirm out of them there very well. You stumbled on the Ronnie question. You stumbled on the other question. You stumbled on the being a mom question. All the things that you don't want to face, that you dumbed down. Trash. I didn't believe nothing. Not one word that came out on that Nene Leakes interview. Not one word did I believe. It felt it to me, it was like you was lying through the whole damn thing. Okay? And that's what I'm thinking. The reason why she don't leave that baby nowhere is because she don't want to do a swab. Now, not only as Tia just said, girl, you keep playing with me. We're gonna all call CPS. Girl, do you know how that's going to prompt others to want to call CPS just by the mere mention of her saying that? Already got copycats that's probably on that ass, girl. You're playing with fire. Because if you think somebody ain't already did what they say they was going to do when they say they was going to do it, you're smoking crack. Okay? You're smoking crack. That's all I'm saying. That is going to trigger an avalanche of calls to the ether, the pita, and the essa. Just that alone could trigger trouble for you. You get it? You got it? Good. Because Carlissa just had that same message to you, did she not? She said, shit, me and Papa Blue, or I don't know if she's talking about the grandmother and her daddy, or she was talking about her and Papa Blue. They trying to get that swab, baby. And they going to send somebody in as an imposter with a pack of Q-tips, of course, sanitized. Okay? And they all it takes is a swipe, girl. All it takes is 5 seconds for you to leave that baby and somebody to swipe that baby mouth. And I think that's your biggest fear. And I think that's why you tote that baby around like that. Because ain't no reason why that baby should be in no smoke-filled studio and out at night, late at night. Like, girl, I think the reason why you don't want to let that baby out your sight is not for the reasons that you want us to think. I'll just put it like that. I think it's because you don't want nobody to swap that baby. But it's not going to be forever, girl, because you're going to let your guard down. Soon as they had that party, and that man steps his motherfucking foot out, his tippy toes onto the LA concrete jungle, you're going to let your guard down, girl. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. That's all it's going to take, girl, is a tipsy night, and they going to swab that baby mouth. Okay? Exactly. Common sense is not that common, and that's why we're going to continue to drag common sense into 2026. Holler now, gang, gang. No. That don't work in the real world. I'm telling y'all, it don't work. It sounds good, but it don't work in the real world. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you for joining. What's up, Shannon? You said, wait a minute. Hold on. Pamela says she seems to go in on everybody. You said she seems to go in on everybody, highly toxic, And for nothing scary, she needs to fall down on her knees and ask for mercy. We all need to surrender and ask for God's mercy, period. Correct. Now, like I always say, I do believe that she is truly a child of God, and I would never give up or hate on anybody who's a true child of God, you guys. So this is not about that. This is not that. The family is afraid. Blueface family may be trying to protect Ronnie's fam and theirs because they know it, it could it to be good if they find out that it's not theirs. Yeah. So, y'all, what do y'all think? You said Dre did say Blueface was going to have to claim the baby either way. Yep, you remember that? Yep. Why do you guys think that if Blueface already had a DNA test, remember he said he swabbed Junior's mouth already and went and got a test, and it was proven that it wasn't his baby. If that is true, why is he still claiming to be the father? What would make him hold on? And if it's not true, why would he lie? You get me? Like, what is making him claim that he's the father if he believes that he is not the father? And if he was lying, why the hell he lying? What you lying for? So I don't know the dynamics of that. Yeah, hell, they all scared. Exactly. This is going to explode, if not implode, and we are going to see the ramifications and the results and the aftermath of the shit hitting the fan. You said it looks like they may have reason. This church girl's an app. The church girl, yeah, it's definitely got her straddling the fence. Remember, I told you I'll straddle the fence in between the stories, right? Because it's your story, and then in the middle, it's the truth. So I'm gonna straddle the fence within the God. Don't straddle the fence with God. And if you're playing that church girl act, you're straddling the fence with God, girl. Okay. She in these streets literally. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, you guys, is that she can make money by sitting down. That's the crazy part about it. If she wanted to at least take a few months off and really focus on Chrisean Jr., she can. Just simply off the sheer numbers that she makes off these social media platforms, she easily makes the mark, okay, to make tens of thousands of dollars every month. So, girl, don't go there with us. Don't go. You don't need to be in these streets like that. But you guys, let me know what you guys think about everything. I'm glad I could come on here and be Captain Obvious for all y'all. Right? But just looking at the dynamics of the videos, how she interacts with her mother, looking how her mother is interacting with others, seeing her mother out here, knowing that just last year you sought a rehab for your mother. We see a pattern of behavior. We see generational curses. I see mommy issues, which have reflected in your childhood, in your adulthood, which would affect anybody, girl. This is classic case. It's not that we're pointing you out specifically. This is a classic case of mommy issues, if you guys ask me. Besides the issues that, she may or may not have with the dynamic between her and Blueface. But once this comes out, hold on, y'all. Once this comes out, let me see if I can pull it up fast enough. Because, where is it? Let me see. I got so much stuff pulled up. Once this comes out, girl, you're going to be sliding down the wall, and she for sure going to be in the car crying. If she don't try to crash this party. Because I'm telling you, it's one or two things, or one or three things gonna be happening. Okay. Chrisean gonna crash out. She gonna be sliding down the wall. She gonna be crying in the car. Or she gonna try to go crash this party at $28.52 for a ticket. You can go too if you're in the LA area, y'all. Okay? Early bird is $25 and you can buy them up until July 31st. So you could be there too, bitch. Now the thing is Chrisean gonna try to show up to this. Hold on, is it showing? Hold on, you guys. Let me show y'all. Because as soon as this flyer comes to reality, is when we really gonna see if she gonna crash out or she gonna maintain. Okay? We gonna see if she gonna keep a stiff upper lip or is it gonna be crash out time? Let me see if this is it, the flyer. Come on, y'all. Is the flyer coming up or not? Let me see if I got the flyer. He said, right, Cynthia, her godfather is still a politician in Baltimore. Yes. We can't even get into those ties, can we? I don't know why it's not coming up, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Let me try to do it one more again. Oh, no, I got to pull it up from here. I'm sorry. Let me try to pull this flyer up. Because as soon as this flyer takes place and becomes a reality is when the real test is going to come, girl. Because while that man behind bars, everything is smooth sailing, okay? Nothing but smooth sailing tonight. Anything that you want from me is my delight tonight. But as soon as this here happened, it's coming up, y'all. It's a little bit on the slow side. Little bit on the slow side. I got to take down some of these windows, that's why. But as soon as this comes, is when y'all going to see the real, this is what I'm waiting on. So this is going to be the real test. And I'm telling you, one of four things going to happen. Either she going to crash out on all social media platforms. She going to be sliding down the wall. She going to cry in the car. Or she going to try to crash this party. Blueface coming home party is going to be the real test. Okay? So I want everybody to hold their reservations until this here day. Hold your reservations until this here day. Okay? Now, that don't mean we can't talk about it, but come on now. When this goes down is when we going to get the real tea. This going to be the real test. Because you know when all that jail talk, when he behind bars and you could just hang up on him, of course you can get rid of him, girl. All you got to do is hang up on him. He in jail. Now, when he was out, he was coming over busting down your motherfucking door. Y'all remember? He kicked in the door, kicked in your door, waving the fofo, and all you heard was Blueface, don't hit me no more. Y'all remember how he snatched up Junior off that blow-up bed where he was laying with what's her name, Marsh, and her folk and the four other kids? Y'all remember that? Took him out. He barely had on a shirt, girl. No shoes, no socks, not a blanket, not no pair of pants, not no sweats, not no sweatshirt, not a hoodie, not a onesie. Bitch. Then he had the nerve to crash. After you tore your house up, bust the door down. He crashed on the freeway and then fought Marsh. You remember all that? I gotta remind you. And y'all wondering why am I saying this? Because I've been going through this for 3 years, y'all. I'm an expert. Anybody, y'all got any questions? Because history repeats itself, and ain't nobody got healed, ain't nobody got saved, sanctified, ain't nobody made a therapist appointment, ain't nobody seen a psychologist, a psychiatrist, ain't nobody went to see a soothsayer, a voodoo lady, a mother freaking witch, something, bitch. Seek some spiritual help from anybody. At this point, it's exhausting. And you got a child of God up here talking. Girl, voodoo, witch, warlock at this point, tarot cards, something. Anything that will lead you to therapy. Okay? And then setting up physical therapy. We need some therapeutic appointments and updates, bitch. You, your mama, something. Rehab, something. It's too much toxic. It's too much toxic and not enough getting to the business. And it's just going to be a vicious cycle. It's called insanity. Okay? When you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, we are not expecting a different results until we start seeing some of these things come to fruition. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's going to be the same old song. I'm going to go find Digital Underground and play that song every time because it's going to be the same old song with me. You see, I didn't go too deep into something I've already talked about for 5 motherfucking hours. We didn't even go into that. This is some new shit. You said they're afraid he's getting money from Chrisean. He getting something. And we all know that they are, they got 2 contracts still. I don't know what they are, but they're still tied, not purse strings, but contract-wise. Now, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, all they need is that DNA swab. And that is going to change the trajectory of everything. Because guess what? If they find out that that baby is not Blueface's, they can cut all ties with Chrisean. Chrisean will not have any more dealings or reasons to deal with Blueface. And she knows that. That may be her last tie to Blueface. And she's holding on to it desperately. But you're falling apart at the seams, girl. We see the cracks. Okay? We see the cracks. We see that you're falling apart. That's all I'm saying. Because that is going to be the most devastating blow is when somebody get that test. If we don't know right now, Blueface is claiming the baby. Carlissa cool with it. So are we. So as far as we know, Blueface is the father of this baby. And that's how we going to keep it. But there's a chance. All right. So we're going to hold our reservations. But as soon as this here happened, this flyer, yeah, she going to be too tipsy to be paying attention, know what's going on. He going to get you like he had you. He going to get you right back comfortable. Oh, no, I don't drink. And girl, you had the nerve to be on Nene Leakes, girl. Talking about, oh, no, I don't drink. Stumbling and looking around, girl. The loss of eye contact, girl. Shout out to somebody who gonna care. Girl, go tell that to the man on the moon. Go tell that to the hoe that live up under the rock. Okay? Go drop that rhetoric off at the gutter lane. Because we ain't buying, we ain't picking up what you putting down. We smell what the rock is cooking. And it ain't the truth. Okay? It's a bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage. And we say boo, tomato, tomato to you. And that whole Nene Leakes interview, girl. Rewind, regroup, and do it again. And don't you go on nobody else's platform with that pack of lies. All right? Even your core fans, the teenagers, they smarter than 5th grade, girl. They in like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. They smarter than 5th grade, girl. Quit trying to play them. They sharper than us. Okay? We may got a little wisdom, but they are going to be much quicker, much sharper than us and pick up on you. That's why you're going through this. It's not us, bitch. Leave the aunties alone, bitch. It's your own peers. and your fans. They're starting to call you out, and that's why you itching and you're feeling uncomfortable. It ain't the aunties, girl. We've been over here, okay, leaning on our canes and shit, looking at retirement since you want to add 12 to 15 years on bitches. Like, girl, that lady is only 48 years old. How dare you make her 60? I know you're just trying to be funny, but you look stupid. You look dumb. And it just sheds the light right back on you. It's the boomerang effect. Okay? But you guys, let me know. Let me know what y'all thinking. Is she on the Kick stream? Is she fulfilling her contract or her deal? Because I don't know. I barely know how to use Kick. And it's really a youthful app. And, as much as I want to be a part of everything, all these apps I can't be a part of. Some of them are just youth driven, especially some of these newer apps. Girl, what am I going to do over there? What? Tell me. Share recipes with your ass? Teach you how to play Parcheesi? Go back down memory lane? Fuck no. So I don't know what the going on over at Kick. Okay? Y'all let me know, though, if she is fulfilling her contract. That's his seed. Get over it. Oh, hey, Monique. Hello. You said that's his seed. Get over it. Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. Yeah, y'all. So you said her mother addiction makes her more susceptible to addiction. Exactly. Only she can break the chains, and somebody will humble her, or the system will humble her. Somebody gonna humble her, or guess what? The system will. And this is what we mean by when we say the world is going to chew you up and spit you out. That's exactly what it's going to do. It's happened to all of us. Have you ever been swallowed? Has the world ever chewed you up and spit you out? Because we've all been through it. Okay? That's how we fall down 9 times but get up 10, bitch. Okay? We're not telling you nothing that your mama wouldn't tell you. And that's who you need to be talking to. Not somebody 48-year-old mama who living her best life. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about Tia Kemp. You know what I'm saying? Besides her boisterous, outgoing, you know what I'm saying, sometimes controversial mouth. I know that. I gave her a props for looking better than shit. Just looking good. Not even for her age. Just looking the fuck good, bitch. Congratulations. And I already gave her a props. You know what I'm saying? She's spitting wisdom advice in between all of the, you know what I'm saying? Slanging of the insults. Tear the bitch down. Tear the bitch a new apple. But that's all I can say. I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know. I don't know her like that. I don't pay attention. I don't watch her live like that. I really don't. I just don't. So I don't know. Somebody said, hopefully not. I don't fucking know, y'all. Yes, for Junior's sake. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got to say. You guys let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. I showed you everything that I had to show you. And you guys make sure that you like that, smash that like button, share out this live. We are getting into the algorithm. We are growing every day, and we are going to be monetized. You guys, thank you so much for all your hard work, for showing up and showing out. I will be back with another video, you guys, later on. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at BlowNegaT, same as on here. And y'all, remember, I'm Captain Obvious over here, okay? Brought to you by motherfucking Captain Obvious, okay? This was brought to you by Captain motherfucking Obvious. And that's all we did. That's all we did. All we did is discuss the obvious, y'all. All right? Y'all let me know. What'd you say, Pills? Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for engaging. I came to engage, entertain, and inform, and I hope that I came through for you guys. All right? Captain Obvious, y'all. Shout out to Captain Obvious. I will see you guys on the next video. Until next time, America. Bye.
I tell her clock in and don't clock out until you get to work. She like I'm already there though, yeah that's a twerk. So now I'm bobbing my head to the instrumental, thinking about my next check, cause the next sex is incredible. I got work and wordplay all week grinding. I do it from Friday to Thursday. Hit green higher than when I be sipping the merch straight, cause green Fetty and Jawsy be getting the work late.